Welcome to the Explainer. You know that first handshake with a new client? It feels like you've crossed the finish line, right? But it's actually the starting gun. Today, we're going to dig into how you can turn that simple client onboarding process from just a formality into, well, your most powerful strategic weapon. And this quote from upGrowth, it absolutely nails it. That first conversation isn't just some casual meet and greet, it's where you set the entire tone for everything that comes next. Get it right, and you're building a solid foundation for success. But get it wrong, and you're basically signing up for miscommunication, missed targets, and a client who's going to walk away. Because the game has totally changed. We are moving away from the old world of just, ticking boxes, going with a gut feeling, and sending out those static reports that are old news by the time they land. The new landscape, it's all AI-led. It's about collecting deep insights, making decisions backed by actual data, and using smart, automated workflows that really drive results. So, how do we actually build this new foundation for success? Well, it all starts with the very first step, defining the finish line before the race even starts. Before you build a single campaign, before you write a single line of code, everything, and I mean everything, hangs on the answer to this one question. It's got to be your North Star for the entire partnership. And you have to get specific here. Does success mean just cranking up the lead volume for their sales team? Is it all about that top-line revenue growth? Or maybe it's about being more efficient, like hitting their goals with a lower cost per acquisition. Once you nail this down, you can build a dashboard that tracks these exact outcomes from day one. No guessing games. Okay, once you know the goal, the next step is to agree on the rules of the road. This is all about managing expectations around how fast things will happen and how you'll talk to each other. It's all about building trust right from the get-go. This is a big one you need to ask right up front. Look, clients are always excited and eager for results, which is great. But it's your job to ground those expectations in reality using data, not just making empty promises. And this is where you can be totally transparent about how things work. Different channels move at different speeds, right? For instance, paid ads, or PPC, can start showing results in just a couple of weeks. But organic growth through SEO, that's a long game. It's an investment that can take months to really start cooking. Showing this distinction builds massive trust and shows you know your stuff. You also need to get super clear on how they like to communicate. Does the client want to be in the weeds with you every day, or do they just want a high-level report once a week? Figuring this out upfront avoids so much frustration down the line, and then you can bake their preferences right into your automated workflows. Easy. All right, third, we have to dig deeper. If you really want to be a growth partner, you need to understand the client's entire world, their products, their market, and who they're up against. This question is your cue to dive headfirst into the client's actual business model. Remember, you're not just a marketer they hired, you're a partner in their growth. And that means you need to understand things on a much deeper level. Getting answers to these questions is pure gold. It tells you which products to focus on, when to brace for seasonal rushes, and which offerings might need a little extra love. Now, imagine pairing these human insights with AI tools that can analyze market trends. Suddenly, your strategy becomes insanely powerful. Every single company needs an edge. Your job is to find what makes your client special and make it shine. And here's a little secret. A lot of the time, the client doesn't even know what their secret sauce is. That's where you come in. And this really shows a key strategic choice you have to make. If they don't have something that's truly one-of-a-kind unique, that's fine. You just find a competitive angle. Can they win on price? Maybe it's lightning-fast delivery. Or maybe they have legendary customer service. You find that angle and you make it the absolute core of all your messaging. So our fourth step is all about learning from history so you're not doomed to repeat it. If your client has worked with another agency before you, that history is packed with incredibly valuable lessons. Asking directly about what happened before isn't about digging for dirt or gossip. No way. It's strategic intelligence gathering. You're hunting for patterns, for pain points, and for opportunities to be the hero they've been looking for. The answers to these questions are basically a roadmap to success. They tell you exactly what the client really values and where their last partner dropped the ball. Maybe they just need better reporting. or more proactive communication. Or maybe it's as simple as needing stronger results. This tells you exactly where to focus your energy to win their loyalty. But of course, none of this intelligence matters if your own house isn't in order. Before that very first client call, it is absolutely essential that everyone on your team has read the sales brief, knows exactly what was promised, and has all the assets they need. You have to walk in as a united, totally prepared front. Finally, let's put it all together. Let's talk about how we take all this information and actually put it to work. Because this isn't just about having a better kickoff call, it's about building a modern AI-powered playbook that lets you scale your impact. And here it is, the transformation in black and white. Those manual, soul-crushing tasks like building reports and spreadsheets, they become live, real-time dashboards. Chasing people down with email updates, that becomes automatic alerts. And that constant, nagging follow-up for approvals, gone, replaced by slick, automated workflows. This saves everyone time, kills the friction, and just keeps things moving forward. So in the end, the payoff for doing all this structured, strategic work upfront is huge. You're not just kicking off another project. You are actively building alignment on goals, you're generating real trust through transparency, and you're creating this powerful momentum that's going to carry you through a long, successful partnership. So let's just recap the winning formula here. First, align on the goals and KPIs. Second, define the rules for communication and timelines. Third, map out that competitive landscape. Fourth, learn from what happened in the past. And finally, use AI to automate all the busy work so your team can focus on what they do best, delivering amazing, consistent results. And so I'll just leave you with this one last thought. Take a really hard, honest look at your own onboarding process. Is it just a dusty relic from the past, a bunch of boxes you have to tick? Or is it a strategic system truly engineered for the future of growth? The answer to that question could change absolutely everything.